morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the kitchen. The last time we did drinks was November and December for the holidays, which, you know, it was really just us sitting in our basements, I think, as much of the world was. But things are opening up and people are starting to get together safely, and it is time to think about what are you going to drink on the patio when alcohol is not a piece of it. So I'm super excited to share this recipe, which is from Simply Recipes. You know, I'll post it. And it is just called Earl Grey Tea and Tonic. And before you think to yourself, oh, I don't care for tonic. Who doesn't like tonic in this group? Who likes this drink?
It's fantastic.
We made this drink for a recent event at the Arts Partnership. I might have referenced this. We've been doing deliveries of food and drinks to all of the guests for everything we've done, and I always make sure that we have a fun drink, not just soda water or something for the people who choose not to drink. So we did this for our last event, and Maz and I made it, and I gotta tell you, I sat at the table with other people, because it was our first little bit of in-person event. I watched other people drinking really beautiful bottles of wine, and I felt bad for them because I thought this drink far exceeded any glass of wine I've ever had. Don't you agree?
Yes, it is fantastic. Tea and tonic water, you might think, ooh, no.
Yeah.
Just like that, actually.
Yeah. You should think yes,
but yeah, give it a go. It's
really
cool.
good. All right, so let's get going. I'm going to put you in charge of the Earl Grey tea syrup.
Okay.
So you need a cup of sugar. Here, the measuring cup's here. So here is something really interesting, an interesting tip from the woman who put this recipe together. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep, sugar's in there. You might need to use the little scoop. The interesting tip is this. If you are making non-alcoholic drinks, one of the things that is often true is that the viscosity is different than it is in drinks with alcohol in them. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having trouble with that word.
Line. There we go.
No, that's, you want a full cup. Yes.
I thought that line was
No,
cup.
that's half cup. So you want to make a thick simple syrup because it will lend some thickness, for lack of a better word. Okay, it doesn't have to be totally exact, but it needs to be more than that. Okay, here. There you go. And then half a cup of water. I don't think I got that measuring cup out, so use what you want. But if you create a thick simple syrup, then you end up with layers of thickness in your drink, which helps to create a complexity that mimics alcohol. So I thought that was interesting because we made some of this in advance, and I forgot to look at the recipe, so you can tell this is quite liquidy because I did equal parts sugar and syrup. Okay, now you're going to put that on the stove.
Actually, that viscosity, I only know this because of my PhD supervisor, Keith Roberts, that's called legs in wine.
Oh yes, this is short on legs.
Sorry.
You can tell. But, okay, put that on the stove, please, and keep stirring. But it tastes great. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to combine the sugar and water in a small saucepan, bring to a boil. So you can actually put that on high, Dr. Mary.
I have.
Oh, good. Then when that is done, you are going to add Earl Grey tea bags. Now, if you don't want a lot of Earl Grey, you could do 2 tea bags. I like Earl Grey a lot, as does Dr. Mary. So we do 3. I did 4 in this one, and you can smell it. It's quite strong, and you don't want to steep it for 3 or 4 minutes like you might a regular tea bag. You want to steep it for about 15 minutes, or in my case, overnight. So you want to get it off the stove, and then you're going to put these in. So I will give you those to open up. And then I was thinking how nice it would be to add some lavender to it, which would make it not unlike Lady Grey's Earl Tea. So you could use loose leaf tea. Tea bags are just so easy, and it's what we gave out. But I am going to do, in addition to the tea, for this little round, I'm going to do a little tea steeper. That's not what they're
Do you
called.
put these in when
No, you wait
just
till
starts
it's
boiling?
you wait till it's done boiling.
Thank you.
Yep. I'm gonna do this with dried lavender in it, and we're gonna add that to the hot sugar simple syrup mix. So I'm gonna give you that. Thank you. Okay, so you do that. Dr. Mary will show you that in a minute. We're gonna use the ones that we already have. I feel just like Rachel Ray, Dr. Mary.
Do you?
Not really, no. You want a lemon. You could probably
Maybe we
use,
should start doing cable access. Or something.
I'm sure we should. You could probably use lemon that you buy, you know, like those lemons, plastic lemons of lemon juice. But it's pretty darn simple to juice a lemon. So I think fresh juice is always gonna be better. And if Quinn were on, our resident drink maker, he would say, you don't even want to have it sit for a day or two in the refrigerator because the acid starts to get kind of weird. Do you think that's true?
No, it is actually.
Okay.
That is true.
So this is as fresh as it gets, short of being at my aunt's backyard and picking lemons off the tree. So far we've got our simple syrup, we've got lemon juice. The simple syrup has Earl Grey tea bags. And if you hate Earl Grey, you could use a different kind of tea. The recipe gives you some other options. And we're pretty close to putting it together. So it calls for crushed ice. We of course don't have crushed ice. You know, we never have the right stuff. In part because when we realized what was wrong with Maz, I came home and threw out everything that had anything to do with alcohol. So we don't have shot glasses. We don't have those things that you shakers, I believe they're called. So we also never have great ice. So we're using cubes. They're little because apparently we got lazy filling the ice cubes. So little ice.
It all works somehow.
It always worked for Julia Child, and if it could work for Julia, it can work for us. So if you've got crushed ice, A, good for you, and B, go ahead and use that. Quinn would say pebbled ice is the best. I don't know anything about pebbled ice, but he says you can buy it. I've never seen it. Maybe that's a California thing. I have no idea. All right, so you're gonna do, this doesn't really need to be measured, but we're gonna measure it for the purpose of this. 3/4 of an ounce. Okay, so I told you, we have no shot glasses. So I thought about going to buy them, and then I thought, lots of people don't have shot glasses. So let's make it work with what we have. So you could use a little jam jar, which is approximately an ounce. Let me just put in this plug. I get this chew paste, which are these little tabs that you chew and then brush your teeth with. They come in glass so that I am no longer putting toothpaste tubes into landfills. Those are about an ounce. So you could use either of those.
Okay, this has come to the boil.
All right, so you want to take it off and let it just sit over here for a minute. Put your tea bags and your lavender in, please. So I'm going to use, this looks dirty. I'm going to use my chew paste container, which has gone through the dishwasher. All right, 3/4 ounce of our simple syrup. That's about it. Again, I wouldn't measure this in the real world because it's really about taste. But it's okay.
I have my tea bags in.
Great,
There
now
we go.
that you want those to steep for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, excuse me. You probably use lime as well. One of the things I love about this drink is that it's really pretty.
If you have an AC/DC song going through your head at the minute, you are not alone.
You'll be shocked to know that I do not. And then your last ingredient is tonic water. So these are little mixers that I bought because I just liked them. First of all, I think they're really beautiful, and you know aesthetics are a big deal for me. But these happen to have no sugar in them. They are sweetened with stevia, I think. Stevia, yeah. So if you are anti-stevia, I don't know why you would or wouldn't be. I don't have strong feelings on it. But you could use these little guys. You could certainly use just a bottle of this. You can get generic. It doesn't matter.
I actually like this stuff best.
I really like it too. So then you want 3 to 4 ounces. I don't even know how much that would technically be. So I'm gonna measure it just to see what this drink should really look like. 1, 2, 3. We also don't have great, amazing glasses to serve this in because, again, I got rid of all of that because I didn't want it in the house. I would be very comfortable having it in the house now because you are comfortable with that stuff. But before, I would not have been. All right, here's this.
Ooh, fantastic.
So you can see it's a beautiful kind of drink color.
There you go.
And you will, if you make it for yourself and you have a thicker simple syrup, then you could actually put that in the bottom and then it would give you that kind of beautiful layered, stacked look that real drinks have before you stir it. All right, Dr. Mary, cheers.
Oh, that is fantastically good.
Oh my gosh.
It's just...
It's a little weird to drink at 8:41 in the morning. Feels a little, this way, Dr. Mary, we are on camera.
Oh, yes.
Feels a little cocktail-y, but not in a way that makes you wonder if you're drinking alcohol. Don't you agree?
It doesn't. It is... years ago, Elizabeth Birmingham, who was one of our guests, said, you don't know what you're missing out on because of all the fun drinks you can drink if you can't drink. And she was absolutely correct.
It's only gotten so much better as people are choosing not to drink for a variety of reasons. I'm telling you right now, there is nobody in your life, unless they despise lemon or despise Earl Grey, that would think this was not a great sipping drink to sit out on a porch, a deck, sit on the boat, sit at the lake, sit wherever you want to sit. Have it for breakfast. So I hope that you...
Haven't tried it with Cheerios yet, but...
Yeah, you know, it's got citrus in it. It's not exactly
It could
like
work.
orange juice. You know what? Actually, it's a little mimosa-y. You could serve it for brunch. 8:41 is a little bit early in the morning to be drinking it. But I really hope you try it because it's really, really
it is absolutely
good.
fantastic. It truly is.
And everybody could enjoy it. And if other people want to drink alcohol, then at least the people who aren't drinking alcohol have something that shows that you were intentionally planning for them to be with you. So, excuse me. We'll be back tomorrow with who knows what topic. That is yet to be determined. And next week we have another incredibly, incredibly fun drink already in the make. So we will see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow morning.
Have a great day.
Bye.